How long gone? Brother Chris is in the building, coming to you live from so deep in Western Canada that I don't want to pronounce the name of the city because it would feel disrespectful, I think, to the local people.
Just the way that the sounds would come out of your mouth, there's no way it won't be offensive.
Let me spell it. Let me spell it for you. I was talking to Tim yesterday. I sent him the Wikipedia, and he said that's too many vowels for me, big bro. It's O-S-O-Y-O-O-S. O-S-O-Y-O-O-S? Yes.
Also use?
Also use. The motto, Canada's warmest welcome, because I'm in the desert over here, Jason. This is, and just so you know, it's the southernmost
desert?
It's the southernmost town in the Okanagan Valley in British Columbia between Penticton and Omak. We're near the Washington border.
Okay. So you're right on there. It's Canada's only true desert environment.
Yeah, which is funny because when we got here, it was 90 degrees, and then yesterday it rained all day, like we were in London, and it was in the 60s. So it's been a confusing. Temperature-wise, it's confusing. It's pretty beautiful, I have to say. It's on the water. It's pretty breathtaking, and the drive was really nice. But this was a just to walk you through, just a quick travel story. It was a 3-flight, 1-hour drive day to get here. And the final flight...
Three flights as in 3 separate airplane trips.
3 separate airplane trips. LaGuardia...
We're not talking about stairs.
No, we're not talking about stairs.
Because I did 64 yesterday if we're going to fucking... but go ahead.
I went from LaGuardia to Minneapolis. Then we went to Minneapolis to Vancouver. Then in Vancouver, you land at the main terminal. Vancouver Airport, one of the world's best. Unbelievable airport. Land at the Vancouver Airport.
Okay.
Then the terminal that we had to leave from to fly on the smallest plane I've ever been on that's not private to Penticton was a 15-minute cab ride and still considered part of the Vancouver airport. So we get out. I have to go get in a cab, go to this other terminal, get on a plane that Alex squeezed my hand so hard it was purple. Like, it was truly scary. This plane was, it felt like we were going into battle, like a military style, no frills kind of situation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It was giving WW2.
It was giving W2. We landed safely, of course, in a place called Penticton. Then I was able to get a all new elite model big boy Yukon. So I do feel like I'm fitting. That was the only upside. I do feel like I'm fitting in that way.
Yukon XL 2026?
Big boy with like the rumbling engine, the brr, 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 you know what I mean? The RSV or whatever.
You got the rumble package on that?
I got
the Yukon XL?
I was able to get the rumble package from my friends.
Black or is it a gray purple?
No, it's black.
Okay,
no,
good.
It's crazy. It's the gift. So anyway, I'm here. We went to a wedding yesterday in a church that horses had moved to its current location in the 1800s. So it's all really, there's a lot of good and bad in this. It's a pretty fascinating place.
They got a horses pop up there. What'd you say?
It's crazy, bro. The off menu pasta was smacking, I will say.
It's as good as Bruce. Okay, so you're over here in Osoyoos.
Yeah.
Useful. The place where 2 lakes come together. You spend some time on the lake. It has a very unique ecosystem over there in Osoyoos.
I'm trying to figure it out. I would love to. I don't have enough time to get a boat rental going. But otherwise, I'll figure something out.
Look, it's not Lake Como. You don't have to take the Chris Craft out. You don't got to spend $18.50
I don't want it
per hour.
Imagine if I could fit in a couple hours on the jet ski out on the lake. Oh, baby. It's not that warm today. I mean, I would do it, of course. It's only going to be 72, but the sun's out. It's a nice day. It honestly is a beautiful setting.
So you were in town for a wedding, and the wedding already happened.
No, the wedding happened yesterday. It was very intimate, and then the party is tonight. But the best part about this is Alex's old friend Georgia, her husband Frazier, stuntman.
All right,
professional stuntman.
Is he paid too?
Dude, honestly, it seems pretty sick. Because I was asking him last night at the dinner. I was like, "Bro, how can we break a bottle over my head this weekend?" You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh, dude, I wish you would have let me know. We could have." He's like, "Don't buy any shit off Amazon. Those might not work." You know what I mean? You got to get some real prop house fake bottles if you want to get.
Yeah. Not all breakaway glass is created equal, Chris.
And I was really glad to hear that, because that is an idea that I would have gotten to my head. And then all of a sudden we're in Burbank at the studio. You're going to break a bottle over my head, and I'm fucking at Cedars. 30 minutes later. So I'm glad that we went over
911 type shit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're over here with Cliff Booth, fictional Hollywood stuntman.
Yes.
So he's in addition to him being paid and a literal stuntman, I'm assuming he has a nice body and is good looking and a charming fella.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. But the best part is I looked at his truck yesterday, little bumper sticker on the window. I love stunts.
What a great sticker. If you're a stuntman, it's great.
Dude.
If you're not, also great.
Yeah, it works for everybody. So we're here, and I have another marathon travel day tomorrow to make it back in time so we can head to London to head to Bicester Village.
Yes, popping in through Bicester Village.
It's all happening for me. I actually feel okay. I slept pretty well last night, so I'm coming back to life.
That desert air, it's cleansing, brother.
It is. It's been this has been a pretty, even for me, an experienced traveler, this has been a test of my patience, I will say.
Well, how many times a year do you think, you have a lot of schedules and travel things and sectors of your life going on, and sometimes things flow perfectly, and then sometimes, you've got a wedding and a work trip and a fun trip and a this, and they all kind of coincide at the very same exact time, and then really takes a toll on the old immune system. I'm assuming is that like 3 times a year it happens? I feel like that's like
I don't really
that's
get
it for me probably.
I mean, honestly, you know me. If I feel bad, I kind of just thug it out. I mean, I don't. Well, it's also like the train don't stop. It's not like what am I going to do? Like not do something I'm supposed to do contractually? That's not really an option for me.
I know. But I mean, when it's non-negotiable everywhere, when like the personal thing is also you can't move your best friend's wedding, that it's a non-negotiable, and a work thing is non-negotiable, and maybe you had a fly fishing trip on the calendar, and Field and Stream's gonna shit a brick if you have to push that again.
Field and Stream is like, we will replace you with David Coggins again. Don't get it twisted. We will replace your little ass.
Coggins is in my top 8. I have no problem contacting him.
Coggins is in my. I have absolutely no problem getting in touch with him digitally to make this go.
Okay, so while you're in Osuyus, you're enjoying nature. I'm assuming it's not a big city vibes. It's not giving.
No, it's not
metropolitan. Are you doing some RFK style snake removals?
That's so funny.
Some bare hand desert trails.
It's so funny that you said that. Alex said yesterday this place is known for rattlesnakes, and I said, funny you said that. I saw a video of RFK doing exactly what I would do if I encountered some rattlers over here at the Spirit Ridge property. I would grab them with my left and my right and shake those motherfuckers so they didn't know what happened to them.
Well, RFK, he grabbed a couple black snakes. I forgot what they're called, but I don't think they're venomous or poisonous.
He wasn't going to die from it.
But they will bite. And I think that's one of the only times he feels alive. Like that's why he goes in there and touches these wild animals who are like frightened and, fight or flight's going on. I think he kind of like that one friend of yours who hates his dad and then, always gets in fights. Mm-hmm. And you're like, maybe he likes getting hit. I think RFK likes getting bit by a snake. It's the only time he feels something.
It's funny you brought up the bite because I sent you guys that video yesterday from an Ella Langley fan account, where she's in her, her Texas, brand new build kitchen, and her friend...
Open floor plan, y'all.
We got an open floor plan and stable, so it's super nice. Plenty of room.
Cold plunge in the kitchen. Okay, go ahead. I'm watching the video. I didn't watch it right now.
Okay, so her friend is off camera, and her friend has gotten bitten by something. And Ella has a pack of Skoal in front of her, and she's saying, this is what my daddy used to do when we were growing up. She takes a pinch of the Skoal, puts it on the white part of the Band-Aid, and then sticks that to her friend's rear end where the friend has been bitten, and apparently the tobacco fixes the sting. And I looked in the comments, several people are agreeing to this and saying that this is a real thing that people do. And I, as a person who grew up in the South for obviously most of my life, I've never heard of this. Do you think this is a Texas thing, or do you think I just wasn't Southern enough to come into contact with this?
I think it's definitely a folk treatment style tradition of treatments. I don't know how medically sound it is, but it seems like it's more local to Texas than your neck of the woods.
This is something I would really like to try. I just don't want to get bit, and I feel like now the only option would be like a Zen You know, I feel like people, the skull is not laying around quite as much as Tucker's pouches.
Well, you could. I mean, I guess when you get the little pack of tobacco in there, it's kind of wet and moist and alive.
It's like my Santa Maria Novella potpourri when you open the pack.
Yeah,
it reminds me so much of that.
It's basically a kombucha SCOBY. It's just seething with life. But I would say, okay, I just looked it up. It says rural Texas, Nebraska, Mississippi. Georgia's on there. It says in the Appalachian South, quote unquote, wet tobacco or tobacco juice on bee stings, wasp stings, hornets, etc. is a recognizable old remedy. Something that mama or papa would do, Chris.
This is very
which is what I'm wondering. Can I get, one of my Parliament, can I empty out a P-Funk, and then throw a couple, 50 cc's of whatever juice on there?
Yeah.
Will that wake up my wet tobacco enough, or is it dead on arrival?
That's a great question. Once it's dried, can you rehydrate? This is a question for the kitchen. I feel like we got to get Baragani on the phone for this.
Baragani, I want to treat the tobacco like my morels. Can I reconstitute them? He's like, well, use veal stock, but yeah, we can get that tobacco back up.
My question is this something, I mean, could you squirt a little lemon on it? You know what I mean? Would there be something additive that you could do that isn't in the water family that would also rehydrate? You know what I mean?
In the water family, you could say lemon juice is lemon water, and I would avoid, squirting acids right onto that bloody wound.
Here's what I'm saying. That I think acid. I think that
I think it's gonna be more of a Crisco.
Okay.
Duke's mayonnaise, little Hellman on there.
I pulled some skull out. I mixed it up with tobacco like it was, with mayonnaise like it was tuna fish. I just stuck it on my ass. All of a sudden, my cut was healed.
This is deviled ham on there. Should sort you out.
little deviled ham on that sting. You'll be good as new.
I love a local, regional, folkloric remedy like that. I think the closest I got to that was drink 7-Up when you're sick.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Even when I was a kid, like what? No.
How could that possibly work?
Your immune system is destroyed. Let's put 64 grams of sugar onto that.
Well, I feel like the California version of this is like, bro, a stingray got me. You got to pee on me. I feel like classic. This is the same thing. Is that this feels. There's so many movies about surfing and lore around surfing because it's such a sport that connects us with nature, but we don't talk enough about the rattlesnake, the critter stings and how to heal them as urban dwellers.
Yeah, I'm watching Blue Crush, North Shore, all these great surf movies. Not a lot of critter bite.
That's what I'm saying.
Story arcs going on.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
I will use AI technology to write the perfect 90s surf rom-com shred fest script, and then it's more or less just about different critters being biting you, and then kind of local remedies: jellyfish, stingrays,
how you're able
small
to
sharks.
Recover after you found a remedy in Meemaw's notepad.
And Meemaw doesn't know what to do when I step on that sea urchin, does she? She ain't never seen shit like that before. I gotta go to Giuseppe. I gotta go call Davide's grandpa, figure out how to do that one. I need somebody who's got a nice old English tattoo of the year they were born on their chest. And they're going to sort me out.
The only people who can sort you out. All right, we got to talk about Pratt Gate, because it seems like the internet. So Interview Magazine did a story with Spencer Pratt. So did Vanity Fair. And in classic form of the internet, everybody is up in arms. Defund Mel Ottenberg. Defund Interview. Cancel your subscription to Vanity Fair. This is unbelievable that they would talk to a political candidate. And I am once again here to remind you that the word platforming is being misused in 2026. I really think that this comes down to a media literacy issue, Jason, because I don't think people read the story. I don't think they realize that they are not, that these people aren't uplifting Spencer Pratt. They're not putting him in a king's chair and walking him out to the altar. This is more of a, like, we're going to let this guy hang himself situation. You know what I mean? It's like they're not taking beautiful studio portraits of flattering photos of him. You know what I mean? They got him outside in the fucking sun with 3 chins, and he's saying the dumb shit that he always says. And I just don't understand. That is not platforming. That is like doing a timely story. And then the argument is, well, what about the other candidates? Guess what? The other candidates aren't as interesting. I don't think Spencer Pratt is going to win. I don't think he should win. I don't think that people that read Interview Magazine are going to vote for Spencer Pratt because they saw him answering questions. I'm so confused by the outrage. I really am.
Okay, well, I've got some ideas, and I don't think the person who wrote it, Ben Barna, I don't think that he's trying to.
Ben is not trying to. Ben is doing his job at Interview Magazine and writing stories about things that are happening in our country.
Yeah, Ben is not a member of the alt-right who's trying to platform a MAGA person. He also doesn't even live in LA, right? He's a New Yorker.
Yeah, he's a New Yorker, Canadian actually, so even less interested.
Shout out Benjamin, but I guess to me the only difference is the fact that it's Interview. It's a little different. You don't feel like it's going to be a fair or a scathing takedown or anything. It's probably going to be a puff piece of some sort. But I think the fact that the photos feel platformy, if it was just an article with written words and it was a story about the nuances, and I didn't read the story, but people who did are saying like, it doesn't necessarily, it's not like big upping him. It's like sort of letting him.
Yeah, that's
just when you have a person like that, you just hit record and you just write down all the insane shit they say because it's.
But it's what crazy. I find interesting is Nathan
Spencer will dig his own grave. But if there weren't photos of him smiling, hanging out with local Mexicans, and I don't think this would even happen.
But you have to take photos for a story. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, that's what Interview does. They take photos for every story. That's what magazines and newspapers do.
But I get my point is, since nobody's reading the story, myself included, we're just sort of going based off of vibes, and the vibe of this is a smiling picture of Spencer Pratt, and he looks good, so it's probably platforming.
But this is my whole problem. That's my whole problem. You can't comment on a photo when there's a story attached if you don't read the story. And I'm saying 90% of these people didn't read the story, which is fine if you don't want to read the story and you're so disinterested in that you don't want to read it. I totally get it. I'm not interested in him either. The only reason I read it is because of the outrage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But Nathan, our friend Nathan Pemberton, I was talking to him when I was in LA last week. He spent 3 days with Spencer for the New York Times and did, and wrote a story about him and spent all the time with him. And they have photos of him too. And no one says shit. It's just a very confusing, because it's the newspaper. It's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But at this point, I think that we have to understand that politics are culture, and they can't be sort of relegated to these kind of older corners of the media. Like, they're going to, especially. Like, I also don't understand how we expect Spencer Pratt, if you're our age, you grew up with him as not a household name, but a major celebrity. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were our age and you were out in that time, we are now like prime voting age. We are also the editors and writers at these publications. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure how we're expected to ignore this because it is a fascinating story.
It would be like if let's say you're a 24-year-old right now and there's an article about 6ix9ine running for mayor of New York.
Yeah,
you're gonna read that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I just think that the part that we keep missing about all this stuff is that, like, if you are stupid enough for that to work on you, then if you're stupid enough to vote for Spencer Pratt, and that's your problem. That's not the magazine's fault. That's your fault. Like, that's not. I just don't understand how we've taken any personal agency out of all human beings, where it's like, oh, everybody's so dumb, this is going to work on them, is the expectation, which that sucks to me.
Well, unfortunately, I think the rules have changed, and before, when you're saying like you can't, base your opinions only off of the photos or the vibes of the article without reading the article. Unfortunately, nobody plays by those rules anymore. We have moved beyond that.
But here's what I'm saying.
It's a new world. Derogatory.
But what I'm saying to you is that it's like if this, I mean, sure, but it's like if that's how we feel, then a magazine would be, or a publication would be, irresponsible for posting just photos. But if they're posting the article and the photos, and you choose not to read the article, that's sort of on you, is what I'm saying.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, if they were choosing to display it as like, look at this hot guy running for mayor, which no one, you know what I mean? Which no one is doing. Like I said, those photos were, I'm not going to say purposely unflattering, but I think they were unvarnished, let's say.
Yeah.
I don't think those were heavily retouched. I think they were on camera flash in the blazing sun. You know what I mean? I don't think they were.
And that was Interview's version of, doing the work.
Yeah.
Whereas the New York Times photo, it's a professionally taken photo, color balance is all there. We've removed the ring light flash from his eyeballs or whatever. But he has a sort of stoic look on his face, and the headline is Spencer Pratt for real? You know, it asks a question versus like, we got a Spencer Pratt's favorite fish taco spots in LA. You know, the meat of the article is likely, you know, not too far away from each other, but just those two little tweaks.
But that's not. But this is what I'm telling you is that like that is the. But that's the difference in publication. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference in like the New York Times and Interview Magazine shouldn't have that much crossover as the way they're presenting people. That they're two very different things. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure this. I mean, there's a lot of crossover photographer wise, so that makes it. You know, that's something. But I don't know, man. I'm just sort of like. People are going insane about this in a way where I'm like, dude, just like don't vote for him. It's all good, dude. Like it's but I know you're seeing a lot of close friends in LA saying they fuck with Spencer's policies and some going even less close friends and more public.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's still more so people are in Team Nithya out in public in terms of people in my world. And then, you know, we've got a couple people who play golf that we know are leaning the other way. Every single day it changes and it's exciting, so I can see why everyone's talking about it and why it's become, you know, more of a national thing.
Totally.
You know, like there's an article I read or somebody that I know or like internet friends with about like Spencer Pratt's merch, like him using the Lakers
because
logo.
It's Laker. Yeah.
You know, I was like, that sounds really familiar, and I googled Mamdani and Knicks, and it's like an article from a year or two ago, and the Knicks are asking Mamdani to not steal his logo to make Mamdani Knicks hats.
I mean, the playbook for winning is the same no matter what in a lot of ways.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're able to escape America for just a weekend, and you can just only worry yourself with Canadian politics.
Of course, the important stuff over here.
Unfortunately, I haven't heard any or read any articles about the Spencer Pratt Tenants in the Trees fundraising party with the AI generated throwback tenants flyer.
I mean, it's
one of those things where it's like, wow, it'd be really cool if one of these interesting magazines went to this party and did like a scene report and with Cobra Snake photos of like who would actually go to, you know, I'm very curious to see the cross section of LA's worst at that event. But who's going to do that, you know? But the thing is, like, if like I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to like walk in and be like, hey, I'm only here as a bit. I'm just like writing a, you know.
No, yeah.
So it's like events like that just happen and that's it.
I mean, that flyer for the Tenants of the Tree Spencer Pratt thing is amazing. Amazing. I mean,
yeah,
that feels too good to be true as far as like stupidity level. Do you know what I mean? Like the combination of all the things.
It's the only part of Spencer's insane campaign that may have negatively affected it.
Yeah,
everything else has been just fine. The tenants alignment is actually a hill that people are not willing to cross.
The tenants alignment is worse than him blowing $10 million on crystals. Like this is somehow worse.
Look,
this is somehow worse.
Ice is fine, but I draw the line at GHB in my vodka crown.
So. Fuck you in that flyer. It's also like one of those things that is you want to think it's purposely stupid, but then you're like, wait, I don't know if it is. I can't tell.
No, it's perfection. That's the problem. Sometimes something is so bad, only AI itself could create what you need. Like humans are too pure of heart to design that flyer the way that it needs to be designed.
I mean, it's beautiful from many angles.
1,000 writer rips with 1,000 Thiel bucks in their Zelle account could not create something like this.
This is too good. This is touched by God. It's too extreme.
Actually,
it's too good.
Speaking of Thiel, I was reading in the news that people are cautious and are flagging the fact that he seems to have quote unquote fled America and is living in Argentina. In Buenos Aires.
Yeah, there's hotter guys there. I don't blame him.
I've always wanted to visit Buenos Aires. You know, after watching.
I bet you have.
After watching.
I bet you have.
Tony Bourdain go there. But now fucking Thiel ruined it. Now I'm sure the grinder is all fucking blown out now. But now I'm wondering, is he gonna like? People are like saying, you know, it's giving Nazi vibes fleeing to Argentina when you're like a gay Nazi. But Are we going to get Thiel pesos instead of Thiel bucks now? Who's going to be the first creator who starts getting the Thiel bucks?
Those creators are gonna be a little less Substack, a little more OnlyFans, is my guess.
Okay,
but a creator's a creator.
But I mean, I think there's two different categories for Thiel buck. Like Thiel bucks means he's investing in your business, and then we need another word for it when he's investing in your hole for 45 minutes or whatever, you know.
Investing in your hole. Come on, bro.
Because that's not necessary, you know, like we can't write that off.
Is this a sex worker? Absolutely not. I'm just a ground floor investor in their hole. I put in a small investment in their hole when they were kind of getting started, and I hope to see it, you know, fully realized. I can't wait.
I have a full intent to pay all the capital gains on these capital brains.
No, it's beautiful to
capital brains.
It's beautiful to see their hole has vested so early, and I'm coming out on top.
We're just so excited. Yeah,
just so excited.
But you know, because he spends a lot of money on non-business ventures, I'm assuming. So you know, maybe we got the Thiel pesos, and then the little fun money, wham, walking around money, we call that.
Oh, is that what we call that? I didn't know. Oh, okay. A little walking around money. Good to know.
Yeah, get a little wham in your pocket, because that's what you feel naked leaving the house without, you know, $380 and 20s rolled up.
Yeah, exactly. At 380. You got me, bro.
380 is sort of the over-under on how much you want your wad to be.
That's true, because anything over 500, especially if it's in 20s, it's getting uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It could give you a back problem if you sit on that.
Yeah. Depending on which skew of Balmain you have on.
Did you listen to Katy Perry, Chief Keef? Because I feel like that's really in your crosshairs. I saw that. I saw her.
I worry I'm the only motherfucker who is interested in hearing that.
I saw her mobbed out with Keef and they were wearing Bape hoodies together. And the thing that I saw people talking about most was, does this mean that former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met Chief Keef? The over-under on that is pretty high.
Keef's like, no, we've met before, actually.
Yeah, you don't remember when we were smoking out? We blew out the hotel room at F1 Montreal in 2010.
I believe it was Ruth Chris Edmonton, I think, the last time our paths crossed.
No, bro, you were at Stampede in Calgary with me. You were just so fucked up you don't remember,
bro. That was a fucking movie. No, I mean, I saw them politicking in the studio, where, you know, Katy Perry is standing very close to his face, and you know that he doesn't like people getting so close.
Well,
you know that he is like on another planet, you know, on a beautiful selection of drugs. And you know the song is going to be just awful, because I love Chief Keef and certain era of Katy Perry's songs. There's no way that he's taken the driver's seat and creative directing this tune. It's definitely a Katy Perry song that he's getting paid $600,000 to do the most throwaway verse on. And
the only way he gets off the four-wheeler.
Yeah, we have to come get off the ATV that you're driving donuts on inside of an airplane hangar. Come over here. And then do the worst 16 of all time, and then we're gonna put you back on an airplane, and Katy Perry's gonna be like, you know, treating it like a Pokemon card that she just collected. Dude, I've got a song with Chief Keef.
I just can't figure out what. I mean, I know this is baffling to many Katy cats, but I can't figure out what it is exactly she is trying to do to get this train back on the tracks, because a Chief Keef feature in 2026 does not seem like the way to do that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like
there's one through line that I learned because I read a headline saying like they squash their like decade-long beef. So I think maybe in Katy's mind this was going to break the internet, but it's been so long. If I don't know that Katy Perry and Chief Keef had beef, no one does. You know, like Nick Catchdubs might remember it, and that's kind of about it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, there's three guys. I know all of them. They're all white guys who are way, way better DJs than me, and they all remember this beef. And that's it. A cross section of people who know that.
Yeah, it's
white guys in their 40s.
Yeah, totally. No, it's a very, very small group of people. A small but vocal. You know, small but powerful,
chatty. You know,
on Discogs.
But you know, certain things should not mix. I love the beautiful, you know, kaleidoscope of genres colliding, but Katy and Keef together, No.
It's too far. It's too far. Why are people? Can you answer? I want to get into Jason territory a little bit, but why are people so upset about Boards of Canada? Because Boards of Canada was always just sort of some like nerdy shit that like some hardcore guys I knew liked. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's legendary. Like I'm familiar with the graphic design language, and I've definitely owned those records on vinyl at some point in my life, probably. But what is they put out a new album, and it seems to be polarizing. But mostly bad, I guess. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, mostly bad. I think the new one is called Inferno. But yeah, Boards of Canada known for late 90s, early 2000s kind of ambient electronic experimental shit, you know. But Music Has the Right to Children in 98 was their probably their big one. But yeah, the new one, people are saying that it's just a straight up no bueno. Weird vocal sounds, weird samples and clips. Sort of.
Okay, so it's just weird. Okay, so it's just weird. It's not like all of a sudden we found out this guy's bad. It's just basically the music sucks, which is kind of refreshing. Like
because with Boards of Canada or Autechre or Aphex Twin, all these people who make this experimental, crazy ambient electronic music, they're all kind of trolls. They're all mysterious. They're all like weird, shy, introverted freaks. So you don't really know, like, is this album bad on purpose as a joke? Is it like an artistic statement?
Where do they live?
Pitchfork gave it Best New Music 8.6.
Okay.
Because, you know, if you're a Pitchfork writer, if you give Boards of Canada a bad review, you know, like,
what's even the point anymore? What do we even?
You know, it's like giving Taylor Swift a bad review. You just ruin the next 18 months of your life.
Okay. And Boards of Canada, though, it's like it always felt pretty niche to me, but I'm realizing maybe it wasn't that niche, or it was big but niche. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's one of those groups or bands or artists where everyone's like, I should know enough about this, or I should talk like I know enough about it just because everyone else seems to. And then maybe with this album, people are understanding like, oh, maybe the joke is on us the whole time. But, you know, that's why it's kind of fun, but also kind of annoying with all these introverted freaks who are like, is it real? Is it a troll? Am I making fun of you? Or is that just like my special excuse of like, if everything, you know, if this sucks and it's really bad, I can just... Yeah,
I play it off as like, oh, what do you guys just don't get it. It was a whole thing. It was a bit.
But yeah, it's most people are saying that it's bad. But I think I scrolled through it yesterday, and, you know, just like any album nowadays, there's like a handful of songs that are really nice and good, handful of fucking diarrhea.
I was saying to you yesterday, I really like the Kurt Weill. I was listening to it yesterday on another. We've done like 16 45-minute drives since we've been here. And I was like, man, this is really hitting. There's a song called like 99 BPM. Absolutely rocks. It was great.
99 BPM. Okay, I'll give it a freaking listen.
Yeah.
If it's good enough, I'll put it on the end of the episode.
Did you see the gay guys freaking out about Armie Hammer looking like a guy that works at a gun range now?
Yes, I saw one comment on the photo posted on the Twitter account Male Central, of course. Don't follow the algorithm, just fed it to me somehow. And then somebody named Swelsey said he can cook me or just eat me raw. So it's mostly comments in that nature of like just deranged horniness.
It's too much. But I do think that Armie, because he was at the gym, I saw him at Easton last time I was in town, and he is looking buff. Yeah. And I always thought of him as buff, but I guess maybe he wasn't, or he was just maybe it's the mustache.
I kind of agree, and I think that it's more so the age and probably access to certain injectables in 2026 that he didn't have when he was rowing at Harvard with Zuck and them. But he was like when he was playing a college rower, he looked like a big fucking guy, and he wasn't twinkly at all. But I think you just get a little older.
Twinkly.
You get a little bit older.
Star. Okay, twinkly.
You have access to protein and nutrition. You got a lot of time on your hands because you've been soft canceled for texting women that you want to eat their organs, and then you just kind of put your head down, do the work, and he added, 15 pounds of muscle, and you put
I think
that
it's
on
the
that frame.
no, bro. I think
you
it's
put a cop mustache on it, and he starts dressing like a fucking kind of a cop. And then
I'm saying it is hot. I get it. It's like if you wear if you wear like a certain kind of hat and have that mustache and put on 15 pounds of muscle, gay guys lose their fucking minds. It's unbelievable.
Actually, kind of similar to when we were talking about Hassan Piker before, like. He's one of those gay guy fixer-uppers where they're like, if I just had access to his wardrobe, like I could do so much. Like if Hassan Piker dressed like the streamer he is and the person he is, and wear what Armie Hammer's wearing, some Nike shoes that you bought at Costco,
the outlet at Nike lifting
some
shoe.
like Oakley board shorts and like a sweat wicking t-shirt, and then a gun range dad hat.
Dude, all of a
sudden, like every gay guy's like, thank you, perfect.
Yeah,
this is all you had to do.
They're going. We honestly imagine going to Hassan Piker's closet and burning all the crop Jacquemus button downs and being like, all right, bro, here's some shit from Walmart. You're really hot now. Because Hassan Piker, he's got it. You know what I mean? He's a good-looking guy. There's no question. He's buff, beautiful head of hair. He's good-looking. But, man, you take off the fucking, the balloon trousers and the tabbies and the cropped Oxfords and the fucking jewelry.
And also, Hassan, just 2 of your Gabriella Hearst pieces at the Real, you'll have enough store credit to buy...
Dude,
I don't know, 50 pairs of shorts and t-shirts.
Dude, yeah. If you imagine,
you're doing laundry 4 times a year, bud.
You know what we should do? We should do an offsite where we take Hassan Piker to like a Walmart and redress him. And like I don't
know, a Walmart, maybe somewhere in between Walmart and the Gabriella Hearst. Maybe with our good friends at Quince or something like that.
No.
Just
it needs to be.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Big 5. Dick's.
Yeah.
Dick's sport. There's a Dick's Sporting Good right near my parents' house. Hassan, we'll pay for your flight. You don't even have to stream it. We'll do it ourselves. 3 guys shopping at Dick's for regular clothes. That sounds. I mean, who doesn't want to watch that?
Yeah, it's going to be straight eye for the queer guy. We're basically just going to dress him as a modern day Jack Donahue, and it's done.
I get Hassan in some 7-inch Nike dry fits. Oh my god, bro! That's
a 2-tone green and tan Nike windbreaker shell. Done.
This is a good idea. An anorak on Hassan, just normal him out, man. Just take him down a notch. Just take him down a notch.
Give him a hat that's a brand of a very popular airsoft rifle company.
Airsoft,
and then Adidas socks.
You gotta. The key for someone like him is the socks and the shoes can't match. That's the key. That's the key to this. Where I think that's easy to get right. It's easy to get right.
He needs to wear clothes that is, putting out the energy to the world of like, I fuck differently.
Who's okay? So this concert that we're gonna go to in DC, it looks like it might be canceled. Because so many of our favorite artists dropped out, man.
You talking about 250?
It looks like 250. It looks like it may not be happening anymore.
A lot of drop off.
I don't know who's left.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. So the Freedom 250 Great American State Fair, which is also, I guess, coinciding with the UFC fight. Martina McBride, Young MC, Milli Vanilli, the Commodores, Morris Day at the time, and Bret Michaels are all out.
That's
the
tough.
Only people left, Vanilla Ice, CNC Music Factory, and Flo Rida. And I also saw that friend of the show, Azalea Banks, said, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play if you need me to fill in for, the Commodores.
All right, big announcement, ticket holders. We have replaced the Commodores with Azalea Banks. Ticket refunds are available at point of purchase. This shit is so depressing. It's honestly amazing how depressing it is, the level of talent that is willing to, because I would say the best maybe talent that is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. But she's not going to do, like, she fulfilled her deliverables and she's like, I ain't fucking doing that anymore.
She fulfilled her deliverables to get her boyfriend off a watch list. So she's not doing 5 songs for $100,000, at the I would love to see what the contracts for these shows look like. We need to get on the horn. Who do you think is booking? Which former Wasserman employee has gotten a job over at Trump Studios?
Yeah. Is this a package deal? Because there's not a ton of through lines between Morris Day and the time Bret Michaels and Millie, Martina McBride.
Like imagine, like, are these people represented by the same agencies that represent people? Like, is this WME? Is this CAA? Is this UTA? Is this, you know what I mean? Who are these independent? Are there different weird right wing booking agents that we don't have access to? Because these artists, low key, probably do pretty well at state fairs and casinos.
Yeah.
This isn't, I think people think these people are like total losers, which they are, but like they're making money. There are ways for people like that. Bret Michaels is making plenty of money.
Yeah, Bret Michaels is doing fine. So I just Googled so far Flo Rida and Bret Michaels, both UTA.
I'm telling you, bro. Everybody wants to take the money. Everybody's willing to take the money. Flo Rida is probably apolitical in this case. It's just like, what? I don't care. Bret Michaels, I think, really thought he was helping America. That's the beauty and the purity of Bret Michaels' heart. He's like, I just love my country. I didn't even know this was bad. Like, I don't think he knew anything.
Yeah, I just checked CNC Music Factory, not on UTA. Unfortunately, they're on Celebrity Talent International as well as Jay Segan Presents and the MN. When you're a smaller agent like that or a smaller act like that, you are also represented by, like 11 different agencies.
Yeah,
which is just like a
regional
guy with his phone on his hip.
Yeah, it's regional. This is really depressing. And sometimes I forget how depressing this stuff is and how stupid everyone is. And then something like this comes up and I saw an overhead shot, like a drone shot. It showed it while whoever was in office, and then it showed it right now where there's a UFC ring being constructed and the ballroom being constructed, and it looks like a parking lot of a fucking amusement park, kind of.
It looks like somebody was trying to build a Jurassic Park experience at Universal Studios, and then halfway through they had to abandon construction due to like permitting reasons.
It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad.
And it used to look nice.
It did used to look nice.
Yeah, I just there's a BuzzFeed article. Flo Rida responds after Great American State Fair backlash. Multiple artists pulled out claiming they weren't aware the concerts had any political affiliation.
It's at the White House.
At the Freedom 250 White House concert.
It's at the fucking White House. There's
a party where we're just celebrating the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence on the lawn of the White House, but there's no real political vibe or anything like that.
Oh man, that's actually so funny. I didn't realize. I personally didn't realize. I don't know, man. It's easy to blame. My agent didn't communicate clearly kind of what was going on. So this is kind of on them, I feel like.
Well, the thing that's bullshit is these are all people who agreed to do it, and then after it comes out, then they start making these comments and like, yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. We're pulling out, but and you're like, well, it was a yes for you 7 months ago.
But I wonder what
what changed?
I wonder what the rate is. I wonder if it's less or more than they're usually getting. I really don't know. Because if I had to guess, Trump's a lowballer. You know what I mean? He's not. He's taught his people his art of the deal, and he's lowballing.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't coming in with a hefty fee, and he's probably not willing to negotiate with terrorists, which is what he thinks Flo Rida is. So I don't know how this could even. We need to get an agent. We need to get Flo Rida's agent on the horn and see what the negotiations look like.
His name's probably Oren. Because it's one of those things where, when Obama's president, anyone's going to play the White House and they're gladly going to do it for free. But when you are Flo Rida and, your guarantee for privates is probably still pretty fucking good.
Very, very.
At what point, like, is he going to be like, yeah, I'm just happy to do it because, like, my career is kind of on the outs. I've got all these plaques and blah, blah, blah. I've got enough money. Everything's fine. But now I get to say, I played the fucking White House. Look, mama, show his grandkids. That's me performing on the lawn of the White House. Yes, Trump was president, not the best, but you know what I mean? Like, I could see how, like, if you really don't give a shit about anything, how you'd be interested in having that little photo on your mantelpiece. It's one of those cool things where you're like, damn, this is.
I think it's possible that the reputation of the White House is forever stained from, I would say, a large swath of society.
Yeah.
The picture you would get with the president shaking hands at the White House, if you had the opportunity, that literally lives on your mantle for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And now I think most people with brains and hearts are like, Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't care if we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't need to meet this guy.
I mean, I'm on a racist minor league hockey team, and I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Just it's going to affect my ability to pull.
It's so obvious. Yeah, some of these lib chicks are bad, so I'm staying away from that shit.
And we're the last generation, and where the first half of our life, if the president invites you to the White House, there's a 0.0% no ratio.
Yeah, of course.
And now it's fully flipped in our short lifetime.
No, it has fully flipped. It has fully
Thanks
flipped.
a lot, Biden.
Yeah, I mean,
Trump didn't help either.
Trump he didn't do us any favors.
Okay, well, so I guess to square the circle on Armie, do you think that this is an orchestrated thing of his like career rehabilitation? Is somebody somebody over at Easton Gym being like,
Imagine.
here's how we're gonna get it back. Here's we're gonna play to your strengths. The same way, the same person. What if like Renee Rapp's manager also works out at Easton and he's like, look, Renee, we went gay. It worked. The straights divisive on you, could take you or leave you. Focus on the gays. Start dressing like a truck driver, and that's how they're going to win you back. And then
I wish it was.
You get the girls and the gays on your side. Because there's all these guys. The rehabilitation campaigns happening right now with Armie. Who else? Hunter Biden.
I don't think it's the thing about it is that this is a popular type of guy now. Like this isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like this is something that anyone could come to. This look and this sort of approach is something you could come to very naturally on your own living in Los Angeles.
It's the best way to live because you get to dress and live very comfortably. You get to walk around in the sun all day wearing shorts and a t-shirt and some Nikes. And every single person in the world wants to slob on that knob. You don't have to, I don't have to wear a fucking Bottega purse with a book hanging out of it.
Yep.
I don't have to performatively do anything. When I tell people I don't know how to read, they get hornier.
Imagine if Armie Hammer was wearing like aloe. Like that would just really
Probably is.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying to you. It's done in a way. The reason it's hot is because you know that it's real and you know that he doesn't really care. Mm-hmm. It really feels 100% like I picked up what was on my floor and put it on, and because of the mustache and the hat, it's just the details are right, and it's too right to be fabricated to me.
Do you think it's because this is the sort of archetype of the guy who used to bully these gay men when they were at an impressionable age?
Great point.
Nothing gets you more turned on than a bully in high school calling you a faggot.
A guy who would stuff you in the locker.
Yeah, a locker stuffer calling you an F slur. Mamma mia.
And now you're stuffing something else is kind of the vibe. I think that there's probably some psychosomatic stuff that I don't feel comfortable getting into since I'm not Armie Hammer or gay.
Okay.
But
marked safe from being Armie Hammer.
Yeah. I do think Armand is. I really do think he's coming by it naturally, and that's why it's working. I think if this was like a stylist, puppeteering this, we could feel it.
Yeah.
There'd be something too new, or it'd be like, oh, that's a $500 hat.
Ass would definitely be fun.
Armie Hammer would never do that.
Clocking the hat.
Yeah, literally, because I would clock the hat. I would know I'd be like, oh, that's too far. You know what I mean? Like that's just too far. Like you can tell he's sort of just picking up what's on the floor, and he knows he looks good, and it's all.
Yeah, and you could never admit like actually those Oakley shorts are La Mer Spring Summer 23.
Exactly.
Like as soon as you admit that out loud, it's over for you, bud.
It's worse for me than it is for him.
Exactly.
It's worse for me than it is for him. All right. How long gone? God damn it.
No, we still have 10 more minutes.
No, we don't.
I have 51 on mine.
Oh shit, weird. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't give a shit.
I do. I mean, we could talk about the French Open, dude. We can talk about French Open. These motherfuckers can't handle the heat. If you're a Yannick Sinner and you're juiced as hard as you're juiced, and the heat is the only thing that can beat you, I'm starting to worry about the juice. Like I'm starting to worry about maybe are these steroids not good enough? Is that the one thing they can't beat?
Okay, so so when you say juiced, you are alleging that that Sinner is taking performance
I mean, I think that
drugs.
I'm not the originator of that, and I think that's pretty understood. But they're saying Alcaraz is too, and that's why he's sitting out major tournaments. That's basically from what I understand. It's often when it's a huge star and they don't want a negative scandal because it would affect the tennis as a whole. They allow them to, it's like when you get fired from a job, but they let you make the statement saying that you've decided to leave, so they let you do. So I think I think that's pretty possible. You know what I mean? But it was beautiful to see Djokovic lose. Nice to see him out.
Come on, bro.
No, he's the worst, dude. No one likes him. Liking him is a character flaw. It really is. Unlikable.
I don't know. I like him just a little bit.
What about him do you like? Because he has one of the worst senses of humor I've ever seen, but I also think that he's a robot, so that he can like short circuit and the joke doesn't work.
Well, my personality type is sort of the opposite of that, so I'm just like cosmically drawn to those personality types just because it's like a fun ball for me to play with. Just like a robotic person with the worst sense of humor of all time. I'm just kind of like, let's talk, buddy.
I understand that. But,
and also he happens to be, a very amazing, undeniable tennis player.
Oh, for sure.
But when you're watching him play against somebody that you like more, you hate to see Joker just really, bend somebody over.
I just think he has,
because when he does it, it's dehumanizing.
He has an evil spirit that I think is.
But you have to have an evil spirit.
I kind of agree with you. But I don't think Rafa...
All of your GOATs the same way. The LeBrons, Jordans, Tigers, you have to create...
I mean, LeBron's not cool. LeBron's ruined his legacy, but rapping too much to fucking, to the camera. But I think that... I think you're right. You have to have that. But something about his brand of it feels very different than like Jordan's to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels a little more... I don't know. Something about it just doesn't feel as authentic.
It's just very... It's robotic and Eastern European... but those people make amazing athletes because the level of discipline is just...
Yeah, that's true.
It's in their DNA, and they're just like, I'm not here to have fun, bitch. I'm here to win.
Yeah.
And Jordan was, having fun and winning.
He was having fun. If by you mean smoking 14 cigars and killing his dad.
Tennis players can't do that. Tennis players cannot go on gambling and fucking prostitute benders.
No, and that's crazy because they live in Monte Carlo, which is a great place to do that stuff. You know what I mean? As far as places to do.
Yeah, and then the other half of the year I'm in Vegas and Florida. all there is to do is trick off. I mean, Lamar Odom should have been a tennis player. He would have showed you how it's done.
It's cool that they have to. You're right. It's cool that they put themselves in precarious situations, location-wise, almost all the time, and are able to withstand it.
And it's almost as if tennis is doing that as a punishment. Obviously, they're doing it because that's where it's hot and warm and sunny year-round the most. But I wonder if putting the tennis internment cap right next to that beautiful Paris hotel, home of HBO's Hacks, just people riding roller coasters and winning money and getting a hand job with a condom on it in a weird back room. It's all happening right there, but not for you. Not for you, Rafa.
You're still rolling out. 10 hours later, you're still rolling out.
You stay here rolling out. And speaking of Rafa and tennis, another player, Rafael Jodar, he was alleged because of a weird camera angle that he pushed a ball girl, but I think it's been debunked.
I watched that, and dude, that is a very unfortunate camera angle. It's crazy.
It's an unfortunate camera angle.
It's crazy because it was like, once again, a media literacy issue where it's like, it looks so, you have to watch it 3 times. Literally 3 times, which is a lot to ask of people.
It's like when you see those photos on the internet where like a woman is holding their baby and the baby's leg looks like a giant penis. Just
Classic.
The way that kind of stuff.
Yes, exactly.
It's just and the problem is when you create a video or an image like that, you have no control over it at that point. If it is that good, it's got a life of its own. It's going to take off and you have no way to control it. And that, the image of him that looks like he's pushing a girl is going to be burned into everyone's mind subconsciously.
No, it's fucked. Well, I was also like, if that's real, they would have acted immediately. Like, there's no way.
If he physically pushed a 12-year-old girl, on the court, he would be removed from, the tour.
Yeah, he's not getting to go back to the locker room and cool down on a fucking Peloton for 4 hours. He's getting, they're shipping him somewhere
Getting on
else.
that midnight train to going anywhere. I don't give a send him to Portugal. I don't give a fuck.
But that video really was an eye trick. It was really crazy because she like
so
trips
funny.
over the tarp at the same time he like throws his hands in anger. It was amazing.
The timing was too good, and it would be really cool if that really was the only camera angle and everyone was fucked. And then remember there was the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where a guy got off because he was in the background of a Dodger game.
Yeah.
And that was his alibi. And he, Jodar, he gets kicked out of the league, and somebody was like, I was filming my short film, and look, I'm the one camera angle that on the grassy knoll. Jodar is free.
There's a tennis influencer filming a 2-camera video, like too loud, and they capture him not committing the crime. It's bad, bro. Taylor Fritz chick dumped him. He lost early. It's hard out here, bro.
Fritz lost his dime?
Fritz lost his dime, fam. And you know the fucked up part about him? He's got like an 8-year-old. That's the other fucking thing about him that's so funny. He's got him a little mistake. And I think that can fuck with his mental.
I'm gonna call you mistake.
I'm gonna call him out.
So his ex was Morgan.
Yeah, little
Riddle?
baddie. Yeah, Morgan Riddle, known baddie, known wag. Yeah, known
but
wag.
the kid is not with her.
No.
With
He had like
Fritz's
that's why I said that. He had like a kid 19 when he was like 20, like 19 or 20, like a real.
So when you go to her page, I'm gonna have you guess how far back is the last photo of Fritz on her timeline.
It's either the first photo or there's none at all because she's wiped it.
Wrong. November 2025.
Ooh,
Not bad.
not bad.
Maybe do you think she was like, shit, I look good here, I'm not going to delete it?
Definitely. I met her a couple times.
Well, also, she's tagging the win Las Vegas, so maybe she's got 12 months before she's able to take that one down.
I wonder what
My girls know about that one.
she's got. 500,000 followers. She's going to be fine. I just wonder though, because like her,
That's the only photo of him on her entire grid.
yeah,
Sorry.
bro. Well, I mean, look, if you follow tennis, you see her sitting like in the box in Tom Brown. Like brands dress her to sit in the box. Like she was like a pretty big deal.
Yeah, she's in the box with the sort of fuzzy Tom Brown gray blazer on. I don't even know who's playing tennis. I don't even know if there's a game happening or not.
No, it doesn't. That's not the point. Yeah, but
All eyes on her with the new Sonos Ace headphones. Hashtag Sonos partner. You fucking kidding me?
Well, the beauty of a tennis wag is like you get the association, but the players themselves have too many big sponsors. They can't do many outside brand deals. They can't do. These guys got too many sponsors to be messing around.
Yeah, it's just sorry. Bulgari said I have to stay in the hotel.
I'm saying Sonos can afford her. Sonos can't afford Fritz, because he's got Bose or whatever.
Right.
There's always
a good, probably a nice little. You get a little runoff from your partner.
Hella runoff. I mean, yeah, hella runoff. You wouldn't know anything about that.
I do know a lot about that. For all the brands that require you to post a photo of yourself on social media, I got all that runoff, huh? Get your motor running.
Jason said, "I'm downstream, bitch. Catch me. I'm good money, bro. I'm good money." Yeah. What are you doing today? Is it a beautiful Saturday in LA?
Beautiful Saturday in LA. I'm about to go to Pilates right now, and then we are going to go see Rostam perform tonight.
Oh, nice.
At the Ford Theater.
Nice. I saw. Oh yeah, because he did San Diego last night. Yeah, he was texting me earlier about fucking if I'm going to watch Hassan Piker and Trevor Noah, and I was like, I think you got the wrong number, big dog. I think you might have admit I ain't watching Trevor.
Wrong.
I ain't watching Trevor Noah do anything.
You put the Noah in Noah, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then we're going to be in London this week around Monday. We'll see you there. Hopefully.
Yeah, I can't wait.
See if that hotel has a gym or not. It does, right? You said?
No, it's an amazing gym, amazing indoor pool, sauna. That's the real crux of this hotel. I've stayed here many times.
All right. Well, I will see you in the pit.
I'll see you in the pit. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening. HowLongGone.com. We'll see you next week.
Like us.
99 BPM. What's that between friends? I don't know. Too many screens.